Hey guys, I hope everybody is doing great. Welcome back to Thrive with Stride and welcome to the weekend. Welcome to Sunday. I hope everybody's having a wonderful weekend so far. Oh my goodness, guys, take a look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Somebody did this anime of Harry and Meghan. I found it on X or Twitter, whichever you call it. And yeah, I thought it was so beautiful. Oh my gosh, people really are talented. I don't know if this is done by AI or if I have no idea, but it's beautiful. And I thought I'd share it with you. It's really, really nice. But yeah, guys, I hope everybody's doing great. And guys, we have just come off of a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week when it comes to being fans of Harry and Meghan, mostly Meghan. And it was just a beautiful week. I mean, Meghan dropped her as ever products on, was it Tuesday morning? Wednesday morning? I forget which day it was. And my goodness. Everything sold out within less than an hour. Some people say less than a half hour even. Less than a half hour. It was that crazy. So, and we all know this. We all know this happened. So it was just beautiful. And then, the haters, the derangers, the British press, the media, whoever, all the people who are constantly after Harry and Meghan, telling lies, stuff like that, they have all been kind of losing it. They're losing it, literally. Because, and I'll tell you why I think they are losing it, guys. First, after Meghan's products all sold out, they all were coming up with this idea that, she only had a few items and she's doing that, it's a business ploy. It's a ploy. That's what they were saying. It's a ploy, to kind of, it's a ploy that people do, and people have done that, sure, in businesses. I don't know why, it doesn't make sense as a matter of fact, but I understand where they're coming from, but it doesn't make sense for Meghan to do that. First thing, this is a business that is brand new. Much as we know Meghan and everything, Meghan, this is still a brand new business. We've known Meghan for a few years. All of us, some people knew her back from the Suits days. I met her when she married, not when she married, when she met and started dating Harry. That's when I knew about her. I've known of Harry all the time. He was always my favorite royal, right? The only one I liked, matter of fact, let's put it that way, because I didn't care about anybody else. But yeah, I mean, let me tell you, Meghan, although she is a well-known person, her business is brand new. So there's things that you have to do when it's a brand new business. You can't just make 1 billion products when you haven't tested the market or anything yet. And of course, I mean, hey, if it were me, but I'm not the person who is in charge of Meghan's business. But if I was, I would have thought, okay, you know what? Everything that she touches turns to gold. Everything that she wears sells out. I would have thought, you know what? Let's not make it like a regular launch, because she's not regular. Let's make it bigger. I would have thought that. But hey, I'm not the one putting my money here. I'm not the one in charge of things. So Netflix and whoever else is involved in Meghan's business, they made a cautious decision and said, you know what? We're not going to make 1 billion products for a launch. We're just going to make a certain amount, whatever amount it was. It could have been hundreds of thousands. We don't know. We don't know if there were hundreds of thousands of products, and because of the demand, everything sold out in a certain amount of time. Because this is not usual. This is not a usual thing. Of course, because of who Meghan is, it could have been usual, but this is not usual when it comes to a business that has just started. Normally, things don't just sell out like that, right? It's not a normal thing, no. But because of who Meghan is, this is what we get, right? Because of who Meghan is. And of course, like I said, I mean, look at the Le Creuset pots or crockery, whatever it's called. I mean, they are flying off the shelves, and those are not cheap. Apparently there is a wait list for that dress that she wore in the finale of her show with Love Meghan. That dress is like almost $1,000, and there's like over 1,000 people in a queue to get that dress. That is the kind of thing that Meghan, like, this is what her brand does. This is something that happens. Like, she is the person. She is the it girl that people want to know what she's wearing. They want to, like, that's just how it is. So personally, if I were in charge of Meghan's team, which I'm not, I would have probably made a little more. But also, you have to do things within reason as well, because it's not a tested market. This is a new business, all these things. So you have to think. So with the lies that the Rangers and all that they were saying, it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense then. It doesn't make sense now. So yeah, there's a lot of people who just don't understand how things work. But in spite of all that, everything sold out, and that's just how it is. Now we just have to wait until they are restocked, and I hope when they restock, they anticipate a little more, and they know, how many people. There'll be a lot of people. There'll be thousands of people. I actually think to myself, by the end of this year, she would have probably been into the billion dollar range, to be honest. Her business, I think it will be in that range by then. By the end of the year, I give it a year, honestly. This is the beginning of April. Yeah, so we give it to the end of the year, she will be in the billionaire category, in my opinion. So yeah, and then that beautiful box that she sent to her celebrity friends, like I saw the one from Kerry Washington. Kerry Washington also put hers, and I have a couple other people who did their unboxing. I put it in here, and they really did do, they're showing us, and I'm like, yeah, I want that box. I hope that Meghan actually puts that box on sale. I don't know how much she will sell it for, but I would definitely buy that. I would buy that. That's what I would buy. Because I would get everything. I would get a bunch of stuff in one. That's actually easier for me. I just get it all in one. Yeah. I'm interested in that. So, and bear in mind, guys, this is not about, a lot of people have been saying, a lot of the haters have been saying, oh, you can go to the store and get that stuff cheaper. And they fail to understand that it's not about, nobody's buying the honey and the $8 tea and this and that. Nobody's buying that stuff because they need it. Of course, nobody needs $18 honey. No, we don't need it. But we're going to buy it because we want to celebrate Meghan, and we want to support her. That's why we're buying it. And because she knows how to create a buzz. She knows how to get us out there and want to be a part of it. And that's what we need right now. I mean, guys, in this past weekend, people have been all over the United States, protesting that the craziness that is going on in the White House. People are all over the place protesting that. And I'm from Canada. And I know about it because, hey, I like to keep informed, right? And because, hey, he has aimed his crazy eyes at Canada with the tariffs and the this and the that. And, he's causing an upset in the world. And it's not a good upset. It's not a good upset. Okay? People are actually upset with what he's doing. So they're showing that they're not happy about this, right? They're showing that they're not happy by their protesting. And thank God that they can do that. And I've been watching that. I've been watching what has been going on in the world. We need a little bit of escape right now. And Meghan seems to be the vehicle for that. Meghan's show, Meghan's products, something to get excited about, something to be happy about, besides what the crazy shit that is going on in the world otherwise. And that's why I don't understand the people that are calling Meghan out of touch and saying, oh, there's all these things going on in the world and you're making flower sprinkles. I saw that somewhere. I saw it by either a tweet or I saw somebody put that in I think somebody may have come into my my comment section and said that oh, there's this and that going on and there's peril in the world. Like if Meghan is the one causing the peril. She's actually she's causing people to calm down and take care of themselves, if anything. So she's the opposite of causing peril in the world. It's people like Donald Trump and Elon Musk that are causing the panic in the world. Yeah, there you go. But anyway. And then that Sophie Chandiaka, I probably called her name wrong, guys. I don't know. So she apparently is now asking for a reconciliation or something. Right? There's so much against this woman. I mean, the woman spent over $600,000 on consultants that she knew. And there were people that, they weren't like an actual consultant. They were people that she knew, her brother, and just like friends of hers and stuff, allegedly. And even that man that was sitting next to her for that interview, that, oh my gosh, what's his name? I forgot his name. But either way, the guy that works with that works with Willie, that works with Prince William, okay? I think his name was something Rollinson, I forget. Either way. So he also was one of these consultants, apparently. And he got paid. Like, you know, I don't know if this... Listen, I have never worked in a charity before. And I have always suspected that things go on in charities that are not really up and up. A lot of them are not really on the up and up. A lot of charities, right? And a lot of people who run charities, you know, we always say we are always donating. Why is none of the problems getting solved, right? People always say that. But it's because of people like Sophie Chandiaka. It's because of people like her. And she probably thought that she could get away with doing that at Sentenale, which is actually, they run that charity properly. They run that charity properly. That's why they found her out. Right? And she has been accused by people of using the race card and using all that. Because I'm a black woman, I hesitate to say that she's using the race card, but she is using the race card. She was using it against Prince Harry. From the time she talked about misogyny and Prince Harry, we know that that's what she was gunning for. And from the time she started bringing Meghan into it, and another thing too, it seemed really strange and we all saw the video of Sophie and Harry and Meghan and all that at the Sentenale thing when Meghan was wearing that beautiful dress, right? The beautiful white dress. We all saw what she did. She was making a spectacle. She did that on purpose because she was trying to do something to make Meghan look bad. And to make Meghan look like if Meghan was doing something to her, which if anybody who has common sense and watches that video, they will not think that Meghan did something wrong because Meghan was really nice. Meghan said, oh, well, Sophie, with a smile on her face, don't you want to come and be in the middle? Do you want to come over here in the middle? Come in the middle. If somebody's telling you that, how is she being mean to you? How is she harassing you? If she is telling you nicely, come here in the middle. Come and be in the middle of the picture. That's what she's saying. Come and be in the middle. Meghan was really, really nice to this woman. And I don't understand why people are always coming after Meghan. I'm so tired of it, guys. I am so tired of it. Meghan bends over backward trying to be nice to people. She doesn't have to, but she does. But still, they keep bringing her into things. I saw like 2-3 headlines talking about Meghan and talking about, oh, Meghan never liked the woman and all this stuff. And I'm like, meaning Sophie. I saw a headline today saying that Meghan did not like Sophie Chandiaka. And I'm like, what does Meghan have to do with this? And how do you know that Meghan didn't like her? Did she tell you? Guys, I actually literally saw that as a headline. And I was like, why are these people making this crazy situation about Meghan? Why? But we all know why. We all know why. It's all about demonizing Meghan, and it's all about the whole, the smear campaign. It's all that rolled into one. It's all that. The smear campaign, trying to demonize Meghan, trying to make people hate her or dislike her. All these things roll into one. That's basically what it is. But the funny thing about it is, up till now, they still haven't. I mean, listen, how many people do you know that just opened the business selling jam and they all sell out in 20 minutes? How many people do you know that did that? There you go. There you go. I'm pretty sure nobody has ever done that. And it's not even like listen, guys, I'm telling you, it's not even like if Meghan is selling something pretty and she's selling stuff that's beautiful, yes. But this is not stuff that I would go out there and buy normally. I'm not going to go out there and buy flower sprinkles on a regular day, no. But I will buy them from Meghan. Listen, I have a jar of jam in my fridge. It's been in there for like 6 months, guys. Probably more than that, to be honest. My daughter doesn't even eat jam. I am buying the jam as soon as I can, as soon as they restock and I can get there. Listen, it's not about the jam. Listen, if Meghan can cause a buzz from jam and some honey, guys, come on. This is crazy. Meghan is causing a buzz with flour sprinkles, jam. Well, not jam, preserves. And she is causing it to be all sold out. This is unheard of. And yet, the people, her biggest fans, which are the haters, they don't get to understand. They don't get it. The more that you come after Meghan Markle and try to harass her and try to scandalize her name, the more you do that, the more popular Meghan Sussex becomes. Meghan Sussex. The more that you come after Meghan Sussex, the more that you are promoting her. Don't you get it, people? Don't you get it? And yeah, and that's Sophie. So that's why I don't believe anything she said, because the first thing she does is try to accuse Harry of misogyny. And the funny thing about it is, from what the people who knew Harry from before, Harry was raised in the royal family. Harry was raised amongst people who let me just see. Look at his grandfather. His grandfather Philip. His grandfather used to call people slitty eyes. People of Asian descent, he would call them slitty eyes. That's how ridiculous he was. And I'm sure he's used the N-word many times. Right? I don't know, but listen, I've heard a lot about Prince Philip. I've heard a lot about him. So that's who Harry was raised under. The fact that Harry is who he is today from what he was raised in is an actual, it's a thing. It's just something that's so unbelievable. The fact that Harry turned out so well, the way that he was raised. He worked on himself. He's married to a woman with black heritage. Listen, his kid's grandmother is a black woman. I don't care if you tell me, you know, she's light skinned. I see some people saying, oh, her mom is light skinned, she's not even dark skinned, and all this silly stuff. And I'm like, it doesn't make any difference. She's a black woman. And the fact that Harry married a woman who has black blood in her, and his kids all have black blood in them, right? And, you know, should tell you something. And that doesn't mean that Harry wouldn't, that Harry's perfect. No, he isn't. We all know he has said racist things before. Of course he has. I mean, look at where he was born and where he comes from. The royal family. Come on. He said racist things before in the past. He's not perfect, but he has also tried to redeem himself, and he's tried to rehabilitate himself, right? So that's the first thing that she was trying to do, to paint Harry into that misogyny thing, right? But from everything we've seen of Harry, I mean, we saw videos and pictures of Harry dancing with the mammies and stuff in Africa, the times that he's visited Lesotho and places that he's visited, you know, in Botswana. We've seen pictures of Harry dancing with people when he was in Jamaica. He actually likes people of color and black people. He likes to be around us. He seems so like genuine and so natural when he's with people of color and black people. So I didn't believe for a second that he discriminated against Sophie in that way. I'm not saying that he's perfect. No, I'm not saying that. Of course not. And then another thing too, just because of the things that she said, also she brought the bullying thing into it, and which means, you know, she's trying to say, well, Harry bullied her. That's a buzzword, the whole bullying thing. And then she brought Meghan into it and this, that. Like, she was just trying too hard. And Willie has his paws are all over this situation. Willie's paws are all over it, guys. I totally believe it's William to begin with. I believe that William did all this. I believe he's the one behind all this, allegedly. But anyways, guys, I talked too much about it. Guys, you know what? This was a beautiful week, beautiful weekend. Let's hope and pray that Meghan's products become available next week. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I'm hoping. I am hoping. But anyways, guys, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. If you have sent super chats or super stickers, I really do appreciate it. Guys, please go over to my Etsy store if you want to take a look at some stuff. I am revamping my Etsy store. I'm going to have some new stuff on it and stuff like that. Beautiful stuff. You know what? I'm going to put a couple pictures in here of some new stuff that I'm going to have on there. These are tumblers. These are like tumblers that I'm going to have. I'm going to do them for Mother's Day. And, you know, if you want to order, please do. I'm going to have these tumblers. These are hot and cold. You can, hot stuff or cold stuff you can put in there. I have one and I love it. It keeps things cold on a hot sunny day, and it will keep things warm on a cold day as well. And yeah, so if you want to support me, go over to my Etsy store. And yeah, thank you so much for all your support, guys. Anyways, guys, I will talk to you in the next one. Have a great one, guys. Bye-bye.